Hello, everybody. It's Erin.
And Nicole. This is Dude That's Fucked Up. End of 2020.
Oh, thank God.
Bye-bye.
Bye, bitch. Wow. Oh, what a terrible year. What a terrible time. But
what a time.
We're getting through it. We're doing our damnedest.
Yeah, we are.
And we're going to talk a lot about this year in the coming moments of this episode. But before we get to it, do we have any business?
No. Why not end the year by giving us a 5-star review on iTunes?
Sounds good to me.
Or wherever you get your pods. That would be great.
We love that.
Yeah, we love that. So, yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, every day. All day, every day. I don't know. That's the only business. Go to our website, DTFUpodcast.com. Check that shit out. We got all kinds of stuff on there. So fun. What else? Anything? No?
No, that's it. Biz-wise, I think.
Cool. I don't want to talk about no business.
Me either. Stay out of my business. My business.
Yeah. This is end of the year. This is everything must go. We're out of here. We're done with this bullshit. We're gonna move on to the next shit. Let's let it all go. Let's let it just flow through us like Miralax, and we're getting a colon cleanse. Let's just like get it all out of our system. You know? I don't know.
How relevant. I bought prune juice today.
DJ bought a huge bag of prunes from Costco. And he's like, look at these dried plums. I was like, they're prunes. I love prunes. And he's like, what? These aren't prunes. And I was like, what the fuck do you think dried plums are? Because they market them now as dried plums to like make it seem younger and hip, I guess.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Like prunes need a full like rebrand.
Yeah. I think Sarah Silverman has a bit on this, or she just talked about it on her podcast maybe, but something about how, like a friend of hers was like, oh my God, have you tried? Or a friend of hers was like, oh my God, I have diarrhea. And they're like, oh, why? Have you been eating anything weird? And they're like, just dried plums. And she's like, that's prunes, right? And prunes make you shit?
Yeah. I mean, like, it was very cute.
That's cute.
I loved it. Almost as cute as him asking about the yada yada song.
Body yada yada yada
body yada yada yada. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's so precious.
So fresh.
Well, anything fucked up for you this week?
Well, I guess Pete and I have just been being like very playful with each other.
Cute.
And today he saw the prune juice and he was like, ew. Like, why do you need this? And I was like, oh, why do you think? Well, I'm not constipated. I don't know. I think I need more fiber. But yeah. Unrelated. But I was
I'm past the age of blah, blah, blah. I need this in my life now.
I was like, why didn't you not act like a child when you're talking to me? And he was like, I'm not. I'm like, then don't act like one. And I was like, why do you need to tease me about it? He's like, you could talk to me about it. I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to talk to you.
Don't tell.
Yeah, that's the policy about poop in our household. And don't ask, don't smell. Like
that's right. Don't ask, don't smell.
Don't come over here in this general area for at least 30 minutes.
Yeah.
No.
You know what's happening. You don't need to investigate.
I know. It's so dumb. Like, why? Oh, I love it. No, you know why I bought it. But also I thought it was very funny today and it's kind of fucked up. Well, I was proud of myself, but Pete thinks it's funny. Pete's a troll. Okay.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And Pete thinks it's funny to sometimes like put on a weird song and then I can feel him looking at me and I'll turn around and he's just like being serious about it. You know what I mean? Where he's like, don't you love this song or whatever?
Yeah,
it's our song and
yeah.
it's the worst song. And so today he put on like Eve 6 and was just like, is that closing time? Yeah. No? No. I would choke on the rind. I would something at a time. But the lack thereof willing me empty inside. That song. He put it on and he was like, another movie. And he was just like looking at me. And so I usually am like, ew, turn it off, which I think I did. But he just was like doubling down on it. So then I walked over and I doubled down and I like put my hands on his shoulders and then I like started putting them down. I like started being really sensual and he goes, "What are you doing? Ew, ew." And he started freaking out and I was like, "No, you like this song. It's
Gotcha,
your song."
bitch.
Yeah. And I was like, "I would choke on the rind." And then I was like rubbing his back and stuff. And I kept like putting I would get my hands like down his sides to like his hips. And he would like, it was very fun and just very playful. Yeah. But I was very scared I was going to smush my finger because he was like,
yeah,
it was like tickling him or something. Yeah. And so he was like, ugh, and I was like, "Oh, what? Watch my hands. Don't headbutt me. Don't like." Yeah. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're just finding little moments like that. And that's nice.
That's very sweet.
Yeah. But don't troll me. Because I'm starting to turn. I used to be like, don't troll me. And now I'm like, no, you know what? Do troll me. Because I'm going to double down, bitch.
Yeah,
like KFC, like the Colonel. You can call me Mario Colonel Lopez, okay? And I will, and I'll go, "No, you want to see a troll? I got one for you."
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your fucked up?
Oh man, just that I'm weaning off of my antidepressants because I've been on them for a while, and I'm just, I talked to my doctor, and they're like, "Yeah, you're okay. You don't need to." Like we had a full discussion about it and stuff. I'm not like going through postpartum depression anymore.
Right.
So I'm like weaning off of them, and it's a fucking bitch. I finally stopped taking them, and so but there's this thing that happens when your brain starts to get back to normal, where it's like this withdrawal syndrome that you go through. And it lasts, like, depending on how long you've been on SSRIs, it's like it could, and depending on what type you've been on. So I just have been going through this, like, this syndrome, this shit.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like you have the flu and you're on your period.
Ugh.
And you have vertigo all at the same time. It's like insane. So like I'll have times where I'm like, oh, like I might fall down, or oh, I'm just so tired, I can't. Do I have COVID? No. Like it's like shit like that. So DJ's been like helping me, and like he's just like, he's working, but he's also like able to tap out a little earlier in the days, because it's like, it's the holiday time. And so but today I like went and picked up some groceries. Like I did like a internet like pickup thing, and I was like leaving the grocery store, and it's like a huge parking structure. And I was like trying to turn onto a main street, and I was like, I needed to get all the way over to the turn lanes in the left lanes, coming all the way from the right side of the road, And all these people are like letting me go. So I was like, great, thank you so much, like everybody, for being very nice drivers of cars. And I start going, and then there's like a little bit of traffic still coming, so I had to like stop and wait. And the light had turned red, and then it was like about to turn green again. And so I was like starting to inch back out into the traffic, into the turn lane. And this guy had like come up on the like thing, like 3 cars behind people that had stopped for me. And he got so mad that he had to like wait for me to go into the turn lane. He whipped around all these people and almost hit me. And I had to like stop, and then I was like holding up traffic again. And it was just like the most ridiculous thing. Like, this man was so mean.
Oh my
God.
God.
And he almost hit me, and I have like Jack in the car with me. And so I was just like,
baby on board.
But I was like calm, and I was just like, I don't know what you want me to do here, man. Like people are letting me go. I'm trying to just fucking go and get into the turn lanes. Like, go fuck yourself. But he like got around me. I stopped and let him go. And then and then in the meantime, more traffic was coming. All these people started honking at me. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You people everybody's just so fucking mean. Like so mean when they're driving. And I was just like, I got out of this, I was driving like a normal person, and I'm just like, sorry, I had to like get in the turn lane, you pieces of shit. So I'm driving, and I'm like, God, I just keep thinking like, everybody's so impatient and so fucking mean, like so rude. Yeah. And I just start bawling. And I cried the entire way home from like downtown Long Beach all the way back up to North Long Beach, just for 20 straight minutes, just bawling. And I know. And I'm like, it's like, I intellectually understand, like, you know, I didn't do anything wrong. But at the same time, I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, people are such assholes. You can't do anything about it. And
you
so
can't escape it. Yeah.
It's all these little things that happen throughout the day. And so I just was crying on and off all day long.
It like triggered it.
It triggered it. And so so I'm crying. And then I got home, and I'm like going through the day-to-day shit. And I just finally was like, I got to stop moving. I want to die. And I took a nap, and DJ like took care of Jack for me. It was great. Like, I am just really lucky. But still, this shit's a bitch. If you're going through like getting off antidepressants, or if you've gone through it before, it sucks. And damn, it's really shitty.
Is it because you like feel your emotions more intensely? Like, what is the...
I just think it's like you're tired, and it's like you don't feel like you're in control. And you're like, also, it's like kind of scary, because you're like, what is what's happening in my brain? But like once I like read about it and just like kind of got like more intellectually like on the level of like, okay, this is what's happening in my head. Like, it's not weird. You're not going to die. Like, you're going to be okay. It's going to go away. It's temporary. Just like do what you need to do to like get yourself like, you know, safe in a good place, like, you know, do breathing exercises. I don't know, just like do what you can to like help yourself feel a little bit better, and like get your, I don't know. So it's rough. Yeah, it's really wild. So I have just been on a roller coaster all day today.
Oh my God. Well, every time I get in the car, I feel like, one, it's easier to cry in the car because you're like away from people, like your significant other. Yeah. And like Jack doesn't count. He's baby.
No, and he's just like stoked looking out the window, like at cars
he's like,
and
we're
trucks.
In the car.
He's like, there's cones. He's obsessed with cones and construction sites, obviously.
Cones.
So he'd be like, look at that cone. And there's like a cone like on the freeway on ramp, like,
oh my God, like
yards
opposite
away.
Traffic. Yeah. He like sees it way far ahead. Oh so my weird. God. Yeah, I feel like I've cried the last few times in the car, because I'll just get in the car and then I'll just think about something, and then I'm like, oh, I'm like finally by myself and no one's around, and I can just like cry. I
mean, honestly, like that's something that when in the before times, like being on like antidepressants and stuff, like I would start to have these like, you know, intense emotions, but then it's like your brain is able to override and be like, you're okay, like rationally like help you get through it. But this is like, there's no fucking, it feels like there's no guardrails anymore is what it seems like in my brain. And so I was just like, I was letting it go, and it doesn't hurt. It feels pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Like that, like crying again like that, where I'm just like doing a big boo-hoo in the car is just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like a primal release that you need to have. And so I'm not like trying to hold back or anything. I'm just like letting myself feel my feels.
Let it out. Well, and also it's going to feel a little different now because you're not taking the medicine. So like everything feels different, and you don't really have guardrails anymore.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm feeling good though right now though. And I feel I understand what's happening in my brain, and it's going to be okay. But if you've been through this, or you know, I don't know, just obviously talk to your doctor about this shit, but you know, do what you got to do to take care of yourself no matter what. You know, like this episode for me that we're going to talk about is kind of like self-care in some ways.
I think too it'll like maybe it'll trigger like gratefulness or thankfulness, or I don't know. It's, it's hard because we're just still in the shit.
Yeah, and I don't think we're going to get out of the shit when at the stroke of midnight here on
No.
December 31st. 2021 is not going to be a magically wonderful year all of a sudden just because it's not 2020 anymore.
No.
So don't manage. My key to happiness, my number one motto in life is manage your expectations. And you'll never be disappointed, Just manage your expectations, period.
Oh, that's good.
Just don't get too ahead of yourself. Don't think that it's going to be this magical thing of we're not in 2020 anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is very healthy to let go of things that have happened and move forward, learn lessons. But at the same time, don't just think that with a snap of the fingers, it's all going to be back to the before times, because it ain't.
It's like meditating. It's like, you have a thought. You don't judge it. You don't do anything about it. You just acknowledge it and move on. It's like, that's 2020. It happened. Everything happened. We need to acknowledge it and make space for it. But also we need to move on.
Yeah. And of course, that's kind of impossible for a lot of people who have had extremely traumatic things happen to them.
Yeah.
Maybe they're sick.
True. We're coming from a place of privilege where we didn't have to immediately in our own families or whatever deal with this so far, knock on wood.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've had some family members who have been directly affected by this, have gotten very sick. And I've also I've had family members pass away within the past few months, not from COVID necessarily, but just from, everyday shit. And it's we can't have a funeral. We can't do these things that we would normally do. So there's obviously things that are irrevocably changed that will never get back. The loss of loved ones, the loss of a job, the loss of, there's a lot of things we've lost. There's a lot of things that we'll never get back. But I just think we can and we will be more resilient after this. And what better way to just kind of get some perspective than by thinking about all the cringiest things that have happened in 2020. And thank God they didn't happen to us.
Oh my God.
We didn't embarrass ourselves on national television like some of these people we're about to talk about.
Oh my God. But what I wouldn't give to be living in some of their homes and have the careers that they have that allowed them to embarrass themselves. I mean, we sit here and talk about things that are very embarrassing about our own lives all the time. But True.
What's the shame?
That's different.
That's different.
We're choosing to do that. Some of these things, I mean, a choice was made and they didn't have hindsight until after the fact. But I just think, so many, just from the beginning of coronavirus and to the beginning of quarantining to people figuring out how to entertain people and create content from home and working out those kinks, to ramping up for the election, to just there's so a whole year has gone by almost, and the tabloids do not stop printing. The machine that is what's that fucking why do I want to say TRL? That's not right.
Doomsday machine? No?
Yeah, the doomsday machine that is. What is that what is that like? Oh, TMZ. The machine that is TMZ. They don't take a break. They're not quarantining. They are on fire. And it's thank God for all of that stuff, because I don't know if I would have survived this year without laughing at rich people.
Honestly.
We're giving the best of the worst of everything that happened in this year. Our favorites, our greatest hits.
Greatest hits. This is a smattering of a collection of what we do want to talk about is the horrible yet funny things that have happened.
Yes. That's our brand.
That's our brand. We want to bathe in the schadenfreude. We want to delight, yet wince at the grossest, weirdest, and most tone-deaf things that we can personally recall in a year full of actual sorrow and anger and evil.
Yeah.
Because we're sick. But we're... but we also have to laugh to keep from crying.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. I feel like also please email us or like DM us with if we missed anything off this list that you're like, wait, what about this wild thing? We did this from memory and just some of our favorite things that we wanted to talk about before the year was over. So
yeah. Let's start. We have divided it up into a few categories, though. So our first category has to be celebrities / entertainment.
Oh, my God.
The things that have happened in the entertainment world with famous people who just have absolutely shot the bed in various ways. Okay?
Dude. I think we could start it with just because this has recently circled back and I feel like people just have been relentless and making fun of it even now, like 9 months later. It's the Gal Gadot and Friends singing Imagine at the very beginning of coronavirus quarantine, like when it was like mandatory stay-at-home orders. And I still can't figure out the purpose of this. I think it was just to like make content and like try and spread, and I'm using air quotes, joy with people. So that was the purpose. It wasn't to raise money or to be like, it was like kind of like we're all in this together. But then it was like very high profile celebrities singing clips of this song, and it was not edited well. And it was some people I was like, who even is that? And I don't know. These are some of the celebs that participated just to in case you haven't seen it or just for memory.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell. Well, obviously Gal Gadot. Will Ferrell, Sarah Silverman, Kristen Wiig, James Marsden, Zoe Kravitz, Jimmy Fallon, Mark Ruffalo, Natalie Portman, Leslie Odom Jr., Maya Rudolph, Norah Jones, Sia. Which then reminded me, didn't Sia recently get a bunch of shit? And then I was like, ooh, that's juicy.
So first of all, a lot of the people that participated in this are very cool.
Yeah, are favorites of mine.
And it's just like who I don't think I think what happened was it's like all these people know each other like personally and they're like, it'd be so fun is if we just like sang a song together and just like
would that be wild?
Wouldn't that be like I think we just like need to give the people something.
Yeah.
And none of them actually like told their,
their PR people.
Their publicists,
their
publicists, any of it. They just were like just in the group chat with each other like let's just do this. It's so fun. It's like not going to hurt anybody because it wasn't attached to anything. They just didn't think about it.
Yeah.
And it ended up being just one of the most cringiest things you've ever seen. If you haven't watched it, you don't necessarily need to, but like do watch a little bit of it. It's at first I was like, okay, this is like fine. Like this is nice, like cute. But then because it had no purpose, it was just like you get the vibe that it was just like this tone deaf thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's just like sing because we're famous, okay?
Also, like it's hard too because I think she's not American, so she doesn't maybe understand that we don't easily buy that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like the video starts off and it's like, I was feeling philosophical lately, and already I feel like as an American, you're like, what? What is this? Like we're very judgy. And then it just goes into that. And the other thing that was weird is it wasn't to raise money or anything. It was really just to be like, hey, we're all in the same boat. No, like she literally says in the beginning, It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. Which, hello, why are you singing Imagine? Don't care what you do as long as you love me.
Like,
that's
yeah.
the
Sing
song
something-
naturally you get
like-
into.
Like, if you're gonna do something like that, sing something jaunty and tongue-in-cheek. Like, don't sing, like, a very, like, earnest, you know,
Yeah.
just...
I hate that song, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of like the message, but I've heard it so many times at this point, and it's just, like, so played out. I don't know.
Well, that happened. It's super embarrassing.
Yeah.
Sia is what you were saying earlier. I read about that because I hadn't heard anything. I guess, like, she is doing a movie, and it's about, like, a person who's autistic, and
she didn't hire autistic actors.
Yeah, or didn't even bother to try consult or even try to audition anyone that was autistic in real life. And so, and then somebody, like, called her out on it, and then she, like, doubled down and was, like, extremely rude and defensive online.
Yeah.
And just some ableist bullshit from a celebrity who has no idea what the fuck they're talking about. So imagine being educated about shit, Sia. Okay?
How about that?
But, you know, whatever. She'll figure it out.
I know, but it's like, don't let someone on Twitter get you into this. You know what I mean? It's like, whether or not she consulted with people, because who knows? I don't know what she did on the film, but it's like, if someone's calling you out on Twitter, don't take this opportunity to be like, well, actually, it's like, just let it work itself out. It's fucking Twitter, okay? Like, it'll move on. I
honestly think these people just, and also after the, just one last thing about all this.
Yeah.
Imagine-centric and celebrity-centric bullshit.
Yeah.
None of these people are experiencing the same things as normal people, like as everyday regular people are dealing with. Like, so that can just imagine that having a totally, like, privileged life where you're just, like, doing whatever you want. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's maybe the thing about coronavirus as a whole related to celebrities. That's been my biggest thing is, like, stop like going live from your basically golf course yard, like on your, like, fucking those little, like, Segway thing, like, you know, those little, like,
from your Tahoe vacay,
hoverboards,
from your private island vacay.
It's just like, just stop. It's gross. And then they're like, I want to take this opportunity. It's like, no, just go into a bathroom somewhere where we don't know you live in a mansion.
Yeah.
Okay, I did want to talk about, and this is like, I'm so torn on it, but remember we didn't see it, but people accidentally, air quotes again, saw Chris Evans' dick.
He accidentally shared some nudes with the entire internet.
Oh my God. I like haven't looked into it, but it's very cringy because, you know, he accidentally did it. I think it is honestly an accident, but it's also like, I really want to see it.
I would love to see it, I want to respect this man because
me too.
He seems like an angel, and I think he was super embarrassed about it. But, like, you know.
But not that embarrassed. I think from what I've heard, it's, like, fine. Like, you know.
It's a normal dick, yeah.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. Yeah, just normal.
It's just a pee-pee.
Yeah, and honestly, Chris Evans had a great year. Like, in terms of just,
Knives
like.
Out.
Knives Out, in terms of.
Was that last year? Who knows?
It was last year and this year.
Okay.
It was still in theaters early this year because of the awards. And it was nominated for a lot. And also, I was going to say that he is, like, doing the most when it comes to, like, social justice and stuff. And everybody loves him. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, as long as you love him.
Yeah, I do love him.
You
Captain motherfucking America's dick. I adore him. Well, I still want to see it, but I won't like search for it. So
no, we won't.
No. Okay. Well, then I think this happened in July. Vanessa Hudgens and several other celebrities, like, diarrheaed out their thoughts about, like, COVID and lockdown and how quote unquote ridiculous it was. And I remember this happening, but like never really watched or read about what she actually said. So I found the Instagram post that she had made, and
you
what
just knew she was like being wild.
I just knew she was saying some dumb shit.
Oh, okay, but you weren't sure like exactly what she said.
Yeah, so I searched the Googles and I looked it up, and I found the Instagram, the original Instagram that somebody had screen grabbed, of course, screen recorded, and it is very heinous. So let me just word for word, dramatic reading. Say what she said. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so she's on Instagram. She's like on her bed. She's like playing with her hair, and she's like,
oh no.
She's like on an Instagram live or something, and somebody asked her a question about COVID or something and the lockdown that's happening in July. She's like, okay, here goes.
Yeah.
Till July sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry, but like, it's a virus. I get it. Like, I respect it, but at the same time, like, even if everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are going to die, which is terrible, but like inevitable. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now.
Nope.
Yikes, bitch. Ay. That's not the one, honey.
Oh, no.
So she literally said those words. Those were the exact words verbatim that she said on her Instagram Live. She deleted it afterwards, but that was like generally just kind of the vibe that people were working with, not knowing anything about anything that was happening, truly, just being ignorant as fuck. And she's like a perfect representative of what like a lot of people's mindset was then and still currently is. So,
oh my God.
I just, it's wild to me that people are like, yeah, people are going to die, but like, we're all going to die. So
that's what's crazy, because their narrative is like, yeah, but people are going to die anyway. But it's like, well, but if you don't go out and spread it, then they might not. So then that's a reason not to.
It's a very simple concept, and some people just like cannot be bothered to.
Well,
yeah.
She is simple, I think. So
yes, very simple. Anyway, the next thing on the list that we just off the top of our heads remembered,
oh my God,
is for me, cats. Look, I know that it came out in December of 2019, but I think we found out about the butthole cut in 2020.
Wait, is that something Pete can download off the internet?
I don't think so.
I'm going to find out, and if he can, let's watch it over the holidays on
I don't
Zoom.
want to, but I will.
Yeah, we'll watch it on Zoom with everyone. It'll be so fun.
Okay. If the butthole version can be found, let's do it.
I'm only going to watch the butthole version. I don't want to watch no buttholes.
I know.
Like, what's the point?
I mean,
live your life.
And then in the same vein of movies, I just remembered Christopher Nolan being a total fucking bitch about Tenet not being able to have his like movie come out in theaters.
It needs to be seen in theaters.
Sir.
So like many movies got moved.
Like, I understand that this is your art, this is your craft, this is your livelihood, but like, if your livelihood puts other people at risk and that's the only way you can consume it, that's not the only way that it can be consumed. I know you're going to lose money on this. Everybody's losing money. Yeah. Shit, man. It's a fucking movie. This is leisure shit. This is like not important. You fucker. Calm down.
You think you're going to make more money next year when a bunch of people are unemployed still and like can't, like, no, fucking put it out now. Who cares? I was really pissed that James Bond got moved.
I'm mad about everything.
I know.
I'm furious about so many things, but
P.S.
fuck this guy.
I would have been real fucking pissed if I would have paid $20 to see Tenet in theaters, because like if I would have waited and paid $20 to see that, because it was confusing as fuck and it was just okay. So
yeah.
And I love those types of movies.
I love Christopher Nolan.
Same.
I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. But like this shit,
not worth it.
Is not you. This is the stuff you don't raise your voice about, sir. Get out of my house with this bullshit. not tolerated here.
If anything, Robert Pattinson should have raised his voice because he should have been like, look, a bunch of you, Nicole Mackie, don't know who I am and don't care, but after this movie, you'll be like, he's actually a pretty good actor.
He's a good actor.
He's a good actor, and that's what I learned from this movie. And so is Denzel Washington's son. I can't remember his name. He's amazing. He's amazing. But he's no Denzel.
No Denzel.
Sorry, but I mean, those are some big shoes to fill. But
the greatest
it
of all
was
time.
very good. And I also learned that Robert Pattinson is a good real actor and not just a vampire that in movies I've still never seen.
There you go. Moving on, Carol Baskin was on Dancing with the Stars.
Did we learn about her this year, or was that in 2020? When was Tiger King? I remember watching it this year. Yeah, okay. So it was the year of Carol Baskin.
Not something you want to, like...
That doesn't mean it's a good year.
Yeah, like, I would never want my life to be associated with 2020 being my year. Like...
Fair. My brother texted me, I'm finishing Tiger King the other night. He's like, I'm finishing Tiger King. And I was like, okay, do you think Carol Baskin did it? And he goes, 60-40. And I go, oh, I'm like 99.1%.
I mean, it's the perfect crime. No body, no crime. Am I right, Taylor Swift?
Oh!
Picture me lying in bed listening to both her albums back to back and crying. Because I did do that. And I don't listen to Taylor Swift, but I needed to make sure I needed to like understand.
You do now.
I needed to understand the
But now
hype.
you're a fan.
And I'm she's a fantastic songwriter. I don't necessarily, I will never like listen to that music like just in my car or in the background.
Unless you need to cry.
Although No Body, No Crime, that's going to go on a playlist for sure. Okay, moving on.
No body, no cry.
Oh, so good. Sound like you were singing No Woman, No Cry.
No. I haven't heard the Taylor Swift one. I'm not listening to that.
No, you'll like it.
Oh, no.
The next celebrity that is just a complete clown, Jared Leto, not knowing there was a global pandemic because he was on a silent meditation retreat in the desert.
I feel like
idiot.
I can't prove this, but I feel like that man has appropriated an entire life.
Listen,
do you know what I mean?
He is the epitome of a phony in Hollywood, where he's just like always been so hot that he could just get away with like whatever, and he's just like rode that wave. He's been Jordan Catalano for so long, and he's like also like, but like I'm weird too, you know, and he's just like the most obnoxious of that type of celebrity. So
also, is he like in the same? He's very James Franco to me too. I don't know if that's accurate, but like I kind of put them together where I'm like, we know James Franco at this point has done some like weird shit.
I think James Franco is more self-aware.
Interesting.
And is actually a more normal person than Jared Leto.
Okay, and this is just an opinion, so I don't want to get sued. Or James Franco's a sociopath, and so people think he's more normal.
Okay.
And self-aware, but he's not.
I like his brother a lot. What's his brother's name?
Yeah. Dave.
Dave Franco.
Yeah,
is
his
very
brother's cool. And they have an older brother that's like an artist that I don't follow him on Instagram, but I've like checked out his
like
page.
It's cool. They're like a talented family. So the thing that I will always like appreciate about James Franco is the fact that he does these like goofy things, and then also the time he did the art gallery that had invisible art in it, because art is so subjective, that he was like trying to make a point about how it's like so stupid that people and like people would like go up to like a thing that was like on like a piece of art that was on display that was like invisible, and it's like, what do you see? You know, and it's just like that is
That's
a true troll. He's a true troll.
He's a troll. He's a troll.
And he's also a good actor, so but
yeah, but he's not.
Jared Leto. Yeah.
I think James Franco's gross.
Yeah, he is gross also that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, both things can be true.
Yeah, both things can be true. The next one that we have on the list is Lori Loughlin's daughter.
Oh my God.
Giving an insanely cringy interview about her mom going to prison because she paid people to get her daughter into college.
Dude.
She like gave the most out of touch interview.
Is this the Red Table Talk that you're talking about?
I think so.
With Jada Pinkett Smith and her mom and daughter and Willow. Mm-hmm. Like, I watched where Jada Pinkett Smith's mom like rips the daughter a new asshole. And it was uncomfortable, but also good. Wow. Oh, I mean, I know at some point you're going to have to like come out and live your life again. But
like, why talk
why
about
do
it?
this? Yeah,
why do this? Well, she's on top of everything. She's an Instagram influencer. So it's just like, she's like in the mix. It's just like, if it were me and my mom did this and went to jail for it, and then everybody then therefore knew that I did not get into college based on any sort of merit. Oh. And I was just like, everything about my life was like
a lie.
Sad and a lie.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't like, I would disappear. I would just be like, you know what? This fucking sucks. And I'm so sorry to have taken the place of somebody who actually deserved this, who actually deserved to get in on their own merit. And like, what a terrible thing. And there's nothing I could do or say to like make this right. I'm not going to go to this college anymore. I hope my parents can pay back the tuition that was lost because of this, whatever. Like, do what you can to like mea culpa as best you can, but like get the fuck out of everybody's face and eyes and ears with this shit. Like, goddamn.
Dude, reapply, go to a fucking Cal State school and earn your degree like you were supposed to be doing instead of just fucking making YouTube videos or whatever. I would
leave. I would leave my body and I would leave my family.
Yeah, I know. I'd be like, I don't know her. Yeah, she's my mom, but I don't know her.
I don't know her.
I think the worst part too is that just like she doesn't know. I mean, I don't think she knows the Smith family. Maybe through Hollywood. I don't know, but I can't imagine. So then the other gross layer on top of that that's very cringe is that she's like going to black women and being like, how do I fix this? How do I, like, can you help me carry this burden of like getting back on track? And that's the grossest part for me. It's like, go on Ellen or something. I don't know. You know, like,
get out of here. Go.
Get out of here.
Move to Italy. Move to Paris. Like, go somewhere where nobody fucking knows you.
These women don't owe you anything.
Nobody owes you anything. Like,
yeah,
that's
nobody
the thing.
owes you anything.
These people are, because of the actions of their parents, grow up so stunted, not understanding that personal responsibility is something that you have to take on yourself.
Yeah.
And, like, they'll never understand it because their brains are so addled by the fucking world they grew up in that's totally sheltered and full of zero consequences. So
that's why they say you shouldn't eat Nobu. I mean, that's why they say you shouldn't eat too much sushi. All the mercury goes to your brain, but these people are out here dining at Nobu. They're at Sugarfish every day. You need to tone that shit down. You need to detox from that. You need to stop taking all your money from your parents. You need to go out and earn a living yourself.
Yeah.
Olivia Jade, I'm talking to you.
Is that her name?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's one of their names. The other one's way under the radar. The other one's like, I think I'm going to just like clean up over here. And Olivia Jade's like, hey,
Jada Pinkett Smith, like, how can you, like, make people like me again?
Yeah.
My mom's in jail.
Yeah. I feel really bad. Like, I just learned I'm privileged this morning. I was wondering if you could help me with that.
What does that mean?
Also, this conversation is sponsored by underwear that they only advertise on Instagram.
Oh my God.
This conversation's sponsored by MeUndies and also the diarrhea teas, because that's all I can get as a sponsor now.
Oh my God, dude.
But it's perfect because my new tagline is "My life is diarrhea."
Oh God. She just go away.
Yeah.
All of these people go away.
It's so dumb.
Well, speaking of people that just need to go away,
Mm-hmm.
Kanye ran for president. He also started a cult, which nobody really talks about, but
I think because it is too, it's like too, I have my own thoughts. I feel like, am I going to get in trouble here? It's too close to like religion. I feel like people are hesitant to like
say it's
comment
a cult.
on it. Yeah.
Well, he has outdone himself, and
Mm-hmm.
he didn't win though, thank God. So
No, but he fucked some shit up. It's like, get out of here. Stop. That man.
And Chance the Rapper was like trying to like say he's gonna vote for him. Come on, man. You're smarter than that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. People are
very,
bored.
Very disappointing. I think everybody's a little off of the axis because of 2020. Like everybody's out of alignment here.
Yikes.
And yeah, just to like sum up the celebrity category, which we talked about way too long about, all these famous people got COVID, by the way. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, some of the first ones of like super famous people to get the
Oh yeah, they were
COVID,
like first
to get the COVID. Yeah, they were in Australia shooting a movie. I think News of the World, the movie that's coming out at the end of this year. They got it. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson got COVID. Pulled through, thank God.
Thank God. P.S. I tried his tequila. It's great.
I want to drink it all day long.
So
Prince Charles got it. Andy Cohen got it. Pink got it. Doja Cat got it. Lena Dunham, who cares? Bryan Cranston, Antonio Banderas, Alyssa Milano, Kevin Hart, Brian Cox, Robert Pattinson, Tiffany Haddish, Jim Parsons, Kanye West. Again, get out of here, Kanye. Boris Johnson, Rand Paul, Chris Cuomo, and Harvey Weinstein. Oh, why didn't he also just die and get the diarrhea version? I did not know that a lot of these people had COVID, but it's like at this point, who hasn't had it?
yeah.
And so that's like a good list of celebs that had it. And one of the last things I just wanted to mention in this category, Quibi. Just Quibi.
The end. And just real quick, as quickly as it came and went, Quibi was the thing. All right, moving on.
It was here for 10 minutes and then it was gone. It's
The
like
amount
its format.
of money that they sunk into that is, I mean, like, probably could have just sustained us through this entire.
I mean, at least people had jobs for that, like, that worked for shows on that platform for a hot second. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the problem with like inflating these sorts of things, because it's like, we can pay you so much money and we're gonna pay all these celebrities so much money, and then they use all that capital and no one's thinking about like long term how to make this thing sustainable, and now it's gone and people are unemployed again. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
I know,
it's so ridiculous.
Rude as fuck. Well,
switch gears.
Yeah, let's switch gears.
Yeah.
These are also like quote unquote famous people, but these are politicians.
Yeah.
And who better to kick off the politician category? And honestly, I think I want to dedicate this entire episode to Rudy Giuliani.
Oh my God. You said it's bad to say 2020 is your year, but it's truly his year.
I don't think anybody on this planet has done as much as this guy has for Cringe.
I think 2020, if I was to design it into a logo, in both the O's, one would be Carol Baskin and one would be Rudy Giuliani, and that summarizes this whole year.
That's not bad. This man is the king of cringe.
Oh
he has truly outdone himself in terms of doing horribly embarrassing things on camera for God and all her children to see. And it's recorded.
Oh my God.
Like, it's forever. And people will be able to see the most embarrassing things this man did for all time, living in perpetuity. And some of the things he did that are so embarrassing. First of all, you should understand that this man does not possess a shred of decency or shame. So this is why he
dignity.
Or dignity at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of the things that he's done on camera for everybody to see. He has been caught multiple times blowing his nose into a hanky, then wiping it snot side down all over his face.
Ugh. The only thing about that where I'm like, maybe he's doing the nose thing to like buy time or something. So there's like nothing on it, but it's not possible.
No, he like fully blows his nose and then wipes it all over. Like mop, like does the like flop sweat mop of his hanky all over.
No.
Then in a similar fashion, he also rubbed his sweat on a woman at a 4th of July event at the White House.
Oh, no.
Then there was the Borat movie where he had his hand down his pants and was like going to do something inappropriate with the main actress in the movie.
And his dick.
Yeah, very disgusting. Everybody saw that. Everybody in the world saw that because that was just like it's like a huge hit movie. Wasn't just like on the news or on Twitter or whatever. It was like all over the place. He has done multiple butt dials to reporters where he's just talking about some, really weird shit. And this has actually happened multiple times over the years, apparently, according to a bunch of reporters in DC.
It's gotten him into trouble.
Yep, big trouble. He had his hair dye sweat fiasco at a press conference where he looked like the guy from Fifth Element, where he like gets the thing of like goo down his forehead, Remember that part? Gary Oldman. Then he had the Four Seasons Total Landscaping press conference fiasco.
Love it.
And then he was caught farting audibly many times throughout a, quote, voter fraud hearing. That shit was hilarious.
Oh, my God.
And then he was simping so hard for Trump that he got COVID and also almost died from it.
Oh, my God.
So he really had a banner year.
Truly his year. Oh my God. The year of Rudy. We all feel like we're that sweat, that like hair dye sweat dripping down his face,
I don't want to be here anymore.
I know.
Because
that's what I'm saying.
Man.
That sweat is so like, it's like, ew, get away.
He's like trying to get away from him. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Well,
at least we think it's hair dye. Who knows? Who's to say?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, true. It could be like the toxins within his body from being just like pure evil.
Yeah.
Speaking of pure evil, Mitch MCConnell first was kind of prominent in 2020 for almost tripping going on stage at like a Trump rally or something. And then like an open air one. And then like a couple weeks later showed up. Clearly he had fallen. He had bruised his hand. He had bruised his mouth. He was like a fucking mess and tried to cover it up and was like never
He tried
commented.
to like wear makeup and cover up his face. It was like, what is happening here? But his hand was like he had like
put a glove on, sir.
He was like he had been holding a Horcrux or something for too long.
Dude.
I don't know.
Oh my God. It was he crumpled on it big time. It was like oh my God. But yeah, he we saw that falling apart. And then this was the year that we discovered. Thank you to a very brave sex worker who came forward and talked about it, I think on Reddit. Or maybe it was Twitter. But there is a whole Reddit thread dedicated to this. We learned about Lindsey Graham's ladybugs. And that is something I can never unknow.
They're basically taint skin tags.
They're taint
growths.
They're taint growths.
And he calls them his ladybugs. You know, there's nothing wrong with having growths.
No, but I feel like
you don't name them, okay?
Also, it's
you can.
It's also just so disgusting because he's like a piece of shit, like conservative, and so that's what's hard. If he was a normal guy and this came out and he wasn't trying to like fucking start race wars and shit, I'd be like, oh, that's, you know, whatever. I wouldn't pay it much attention. But I hate him so much that anything I learn about him, I want to weaponize against him. Anywho. Yeah. Also, the song YMCA was ruined for me this year when it was used at every Trump rally.
Unironically, also.
Yeah, it's like, what? Do you guys know what the song is about? I don't know. But
and Macho Man also was.
And like, Macho Man, the Village People in general. It's like, what are you doing? Stop. Like, no. And yeah, the fact that they were like a gay band from the 70s was lost on probably everyone in those rallies. But whatever.
Well, then we also were horrified to have seen the next person we're going to talk about, Louis Gohmert, who is I don't want to even read about this man, but what happened with this politician is that he was like at a rally speaking and his tooth fucking fell out mid-sentence.
Oh my God.
He's just talking and it just went right out of his goddamn mouth.
And then he went.
And then he like sucked it back up. Like,
it's so gross. If you haven't seen this, we tweeted about it.
Oh.
It is. Erin and I were talking about it during our status this week and like laughing, but also if we talk about it too much,
it literally makes me nauseous.
It like triggers my gag reflex. It was.
I can't talk about it.
All you need to know is like it was rotted from the inside out.
Like there's a point in the GIF that we shared on Twitter where it's like you can see it pop off and like break in half, and you could see the rotted part. Okay, moving on. I hate it so much. My mouth is watering again. Okay. This is a good one.
Yeah. Let's move to some nipples.
Moving on. At one point earlier in the year.
Yeah.
I want to say like in the summertime. Everyone thought that Andrew Cuomo had pierced nipples for a hot minute.
I didn't know this. Does he?
I don't know, but like somebody
maybe he does.
So he's wearing like a white like polo or t-shirt or something, and it looks like you can see in this particular picture, video, whatever, that it looks like he has pierced nipples.
Oh.
And that'd be cool. I mean, I'd honestly like him if that was a real thing, but
which one's Andrew Cuomo?
The governor of New York.
Oh, okay. Was he the one that was with Sandra Lee?
Sandra Lee? Yeah.
From the Food Network? Okay. Oh,
Remember Sandra Lee, you guys? Oh my
God. She's not 2020 though.
No, thank God.
She should have been though. She should have made a comeback.
She could have made a tablescape to save this world. I'll never forget her meatloaf episode. Oh my God, it's so bad. I think that's honestly why I hate it so much is because of Sandra Lee.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember, moving on, remember the demon sperm doctor?
Oh my God.
That had a like real meeting with our former vice president, Mike Pence. Ugh.
Oh my God.
Like, what are these people doing?
Our vice president de-elect.
And just to like cherry on top the like total disconnect of people in Washington. I don't know if you guys remember this, but just to like just stir up a little bit more rage.
Oh my God.
Do you guys remember Ivanka's hashtag try something new campaign?
No.
Okay, this was like when things started getting bad in the beginning of the summer. It was about telling people who literally were losing their jobs like constantly. It was just a motivating campaign to tell people to stop being poor. Like, just because you lost your job doesn't mean you can't just like make money from some other unspecified thing.
Oh
Just
my God.
start a new business. It's not even that hard. Just ask your dad for like a couple million to get things going.
$1 million starter. Like, that's nothing.
Like, this is basically like what she was trying to, like, she was just like, yeah, just start that business you always wanted to start. Just do your hobby and make money from it somehow.
Oh my God.
Like, that was the whole premise of the hashtag try something new campaign that she did.
Oh my God.
And you know, I'm sure some people felt untethered by this way of thinking and were able to do something, but I don't think it actually worked very well. So, but just a reminder that happened. That was a thing.
How cute.
Very, very cute.
Well, I guess just a few. We both really got into TikTok this year in terms of like consuming it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I learned a lot about like food trends and stuff on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
And this is something that, so like in terms of food and drinks and shopping and stuff like that, there's so much, especially because that was like, you know, mail order was like one of the only ways that you could buy stuff. And people, I feel like a lot of people were doing retail therapy for a long time because
that's how I've gotten through this personally.
You buy a little $8 thing on Amazon or whatever, and then you like wait, you know, a week, and then it shows up, and you're like, ooh, like.
Mm-hmm. Even when it was cat food, I was like, all right, woo.
All right, yeah, cat's got the food. So this isn't cringe specifically, but it is like a internet thing. On TikTok. Okay, I first saw this, I think maybe with Lizzo, but she had seen it from tons of other people, and I'd seen it on like the food TikTok but a few times. But people, and okay, this is not gross and this is not a fucked up cringy thing, but I'm very cringe with myself that I haven't done this yet, and it is the Taki jalapeno poppers. Oh my God. You take a jalapeno popper, you fill it with cream cheese and like shredded cheddar cheese. Then you stick full length Takis in there, like the rolled ones. You like stick them in the middle, like toothpicks in the middle. And then you crunch up a bunch of Takis and you dip the whole thing in egg batter, and then you roll it in the crunched up Takis, and then you fucking fry it.
Dude, what? Dude,
and people make it in the air fryer. People bake
it.
Dude,
if you're gonna make and eat a jalapeno popper, you might as well go all the way with it.
Go fry it, deep fry that.
Do it.
Yeah.
Get Takis. Get hot Cheetos and Takis.
Yeah. You got to do all of it. So
yeah.
It looks so good. And then she like dips it in ranch. Oh my God. And hers are even maybe vegan because I think she's vegan. So I don't know if Takis are vegan, but maybe they must be. So anyway, that's something that I kept seeing months ago and was like, I need to try that at some point. So maybe soon.
Amazing. Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Did you know that the person who invented hot Cheetos was a Latino man who is a janitor at the Rancho Cucamonga Distribution Frito-Lay Center?
Oh my God, no, that's so cool.
Yeah, like in the late 80s, like early 90s, like Frito-Lay was like, everybody is an idea person at our company. I don't care where the ideas come from.
Yeah.
We need to like get things going.
Every company should be like that.
Yeah, and this guy was like, he was a janitor, and he was like, I have an idea. There's like there's a huge gap in the Latino market. Like we can and I made a prototype. He like made a prototype like with like elote spices and all this shit, and like that's how they came to be.
Oh my God! I hope he got the back end payment for that. I hope. He got the residuals.
He's a millionaire now.
Oh, good.
He's like a multi. He like they like promoted him to like a fucking like,
R&D head of yeah. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, they didn't just steal his idea like most corporations do. So that's like kind of heartwarming, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember, speaking of like TikTok and like all these like food challenges and drinks and whatever, do you remember when everything was cake earlier this year?
Where it's like, okay, I didn't know what this was, and I was like, did I write that? I don't remember. Okay, I know what you're saying, where it's like, oh, it looks like a dirty sock on the floor, but then it's like, is it cake or not cake? And then they cut a knife in it, and it's not a sock, it's a cake. And
like, it just got out of control though, like where everything was like, I don't know what's real anymore. Like, am I in a nightmare, or like that was?
I loved it. I
low-key loved it too, but like also
yeah.
Also, it was a bit much.
Yeah, well, it gets to the point where you're like, I don't want to eat a cake that looks like a dirty sock on the floor.
Yeah. Or
like,
is
that's
this
gross.
like, is this a real cat or is this a cake? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then we're going to cut it? I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah. Oh, my God. Are these Lindsey Graham's ladybugs, or is this a cake? Dang, I was too quick on that. I could have got a spit take, maybe. Oh, my God. Is this that guy's tooth? Or is this a cake? He ate it like it was cake. Fucking gross bitch. Oh, my God. Okay. But I will say, this is very cool. This guy, I think his name's John Manganello. He was in the Arraigning Men video. He started making cakes as a hobby, like maybe late last year, and has been making cakes all through this year. Was just in a Food Network special for cake decorating.
Amazing.
Yeah, with like Raven Simone. She was a judge.
Oh.
And he's like parlaying that into like a bit of a career, and his videos are great on TikTok.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's really fun. So he's a really cool guy, and I do love cake creativity.
I do too, because I can't bake, so I'm like, I respect anyone and everyone who can like make something that's literal art. So
it's so cool.
God bless.
God bless. COVID hoarding was a thing. Hated that.
Like people just buying everything. Like,
yeah. Why do you need 12 boxes of pasta? You don't.
Well, I did do that a little bit. I didn't do the toilet paper though, but like we go through a lot of pasta, so.
I try. We didn't hoard anything.
No, I mean, it's like we go to Costco. That's all there is.
Oh, well, shopping in Costco is its own thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we even now, like, I remember seeing. Well, this was like right when flour was coming back, but I remember seeing like
literal like cooking flour.
Yeah, literal
all-purpose
cooking flour. P.S. Like the toilet paper aisle at Target and stuff is not back. Like no supermarkets are fully stocked with every brand. Like it's still slim pickings.
But
I remember seeing a woman with like so much flour in her cart, and there wasn't any left on the shelf, and I was like, "What a fucking bitch!" And I said it out loud. But I have a mask on, so it's fine. And no one knows it's me. But then I'm like, do I go ask if I could have some? But then I was like, what if she's shopping for other people? Because I shop for other people, but
yeah, I don't know.
Like, yeah.
Did all the people that she shopped for just happen to need flour all at once? I highly doubt it. You should have just been like, can I have one of those?
Yeah. Oh, hi. They're out of flour. I would really love one of those. I know I should have.
Do you need all of those bags of flour? Are you a baker?
Or a candlestick maker. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I hope that like wherever you live, you can get toilet paper like semi-easily.
No, you can. No, you can get it, but you just can't. Bakers can't be choosers or whatever. It's like you get the brand that you get.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no like Charmin Ultra Strong or Ultra Soft. Nope. You just get what you get. Okay. The last thing on this list is shopping related. People have been really into all kinds of conspiracy theories this year. I mean, it is like conspiracy theories are the like mascot of this year, I think.
Yeah.
Aside from Rudy Giuliani, like, you know, this is the year of whatever.
Yeah.
So one of those conspiracy theories was that people believe that the company Wayfair was human trafficking children in cabinets. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's the theory.
I remember that. I was
like you order a cabinet and you get a child?
A sex slave that's a child, yeah.
I still am not clear. I've like read about it many times and like I just don't understand like what the like idea behind it is, you know?
I think it was I don't think it was like you can buy like I don't think it's like regular people are buying cabinets. I feel like
it was like a coded message for like how to purchase a child. I don't know. I don't know.
Is that I mean, oh man, I've never really thought about this, but is that how people like I'm sure people traffic people on the dark web, or is it like all in-person stuff?
I don't know, man, but like I'm here to tell you that Wayfair was not human trafficking children.
No. I think that was squashed pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was a stupid thing, but like people just like kept repeating this shit and it's just very silly. Another thing that I like, another conspiracy theory, and this doesn't have to do with shopping, but just while we're on the topic of conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
The 5G conspiracy, there's like people burning down goddamn 5G towers and stuff. Like, what? I still don't understand it. I guess people are trying to link 5G
to COVID,
and it's just like
people are fucking idiots. I can't.
I just don't want to spend any of my brain's very limited energy on this. And
no, and you shouldn't. It's not real.
It's not real. It doesn't affect my life. Even if it did affect my life, I don't care.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about that?
Fuck you.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. No. I don't know. It's so wild, and it's just like the more I see people talking about it, the more I also see people being like, why are you making up this stuff when the world's already shitty? Like, you don't need to look to this stuff to find problems. And that's what this is. It's like making up problems that don't actually exist when you can just like look around and like we have plenty of fucking shitty problems here already that we need to deal with. Like, we don't need fake.
I know. It's been a hell of a year, you guys.
Yeah.
It's been cringy as fuck.
Oh my God.
It's been hard.
I feel like actually this year of 2020 should be dedicated to that guy's tooth. That guy's tooth is 2020.
It just like couldn't hang on anymore.
Started okay. Yeah. And then it went loop. And then it's like, oh no. And then it was like, oh, look inside it. Oh, it's rotten from the inside. It's like, oh, like layers, you know? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And that was 2020.
And then the whole man was cake. I don't know.
But a cake made of fucking Rudy Giuliani's pubes.
Like I said, I think honestly the world ended in 2016.
And we're all dead?
We're all dead. And we're all in hell. Yeah. We're in hell.
No, because I think all of our hells would be different. Don't you think hell is like whatever your personal hell would be?
Is this not your personal hell?
No. I feel bad, but I think I've somewhat been thriving.
Yeah. Somewhat, yeah.
I mean, I don't make any money or anything, but
money is imaginary anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, but you need it. You know, you need it.
Yeah. We live in a society, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I just feel like this year I'm scared for when we have to start interacting with people again out in the world.
That's why I was like having such a fucking like huge meltdown about when I was driving home, just being like, I just don't understand why that man was such an asshole. Like, why are you so mean?
Yeah. There's no
Why are people so mean?
Well, yeah, there's no outlets for people's anger.
And that's what I was thinking. I was just like, that guy had some shit going on, but like he could have hurt me and my baby.
Yeah,
like
that's bad.
So what then, motherfucker? You know, like everybody just drive safe.
Everyone just calm down.
Patient.
Take a breath. Yeah, be patient.
It's so hard. It's so fucking hard, man.
Go on a walk if you're feeling angry. Yeah.
Don't go off your antidepressant meds if you're thinking about it.
Maybe get back on them.
Yeah. We'll see. You know, TBD. Yeah. Let's roll into 2021 with managed expectations, but hopeful.
Yeah. I think it's going to be
That's all we can do.
Yeah.
Everybody get vaccinated.
Yeah.
Stay inside. Man. Don't go anywhere. Support your local community. Tip your everybody.
All the things. All the good things.
And just take it easy, you know?
Yeah, take it easy.
Take care of your teeth. Oh Lord.
My God. And for fuck's sake, if it falls out, don't eat it. That's the worst part. The tooth, whatever. I don't care. Ugh. I don't care that your tooth is falling out. I understand there's extenuating circumstances. But if that tooth falls out, don't lick it up and then tuck it in your mouth and then swallow it.
He acted like it was a piece of spinach coming out of his tooth. Like it was like his actual tooth. Ugh. Okay.
Oh my
God. I gotta stop talking about the tooth.
Okay, a long time ago, someone was like, someone coming into the Facebook group was like, can you do an episode on throat crystals? I cannot. I cannot. I will not make it through that episode. I will fucking puke.
Sir or madam, how dare? How very dare you?
How dare you suggest that, because now I'm thinking about it.
I'm kicking that person out.
I'll go back and look. Maybe I can find who it was. You're banned for life. No, just kidding.
Oh, you're going to jail like Lori Laughlin. Oh my God. All right.
Well,
let's stop while we're not ahead.
Oh, we're way behind.
We're so behind.
Follow us on social media at DTFU Podcast.
Go to our website, dtfupodcast.com. That's all I got.
Yeah, I think we're done.
All right. Well, hey.
2021.
Please, God, let it be better.
Excellent.
What?
Wait, I forgot to say, I need to plug something. I was on my friend Daisha's podcast. It's called Let's Get Silly.
Ooh.
It's so funny. It is, she does clown stuff. I've talked a little bit about clown stuff here. We basically just laughed the whole time, and it's very contagious, and I feel like people would enjoy it.
She's so cute. Oh my God.
She's so cute. She's so funny.
Yeah, I've watched you guys on your Twitch channel. She's very, very funny. And the podcast is Let's Get Silly.
Let's Get Silly. It's on iTunes and Spotify. And I was her first guest. So
oh, fun.
Yeah. And I'm going to listen to the next one because, it's that thing where you're like, oh, I liked it, but I want to hear it where it's not me.
Sure.
So I'm looking forward to the next one. But yeah, everybody check it out. And also Ground Game Georgia, if you are interested in the runoffs. That podcast is a mini-series. There's going to be 4 episodes by the time you hear this. It's great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I hope you're all we're going to make it. We're
going to make it.
We're going to make it. We're going to be okay. There's plenty of content to consume and things to keep us distracted. So just hang in there. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, hey, be excellent to yourselves.
And each other.
Bye-bye.
Bye.